What's going on, world? You can't even see me or the dog right now because it's dark out here, but I will show you the skyline. We're outside at night, walking the area I'm familiar with, of course. We cover these poop bags for the walk. Ooh-wee. This car is going by. That's the only light out here. And, yeah, big dog. I had a topic that I wanted to talk about while I'm doing it because it hits a little different in the mornings while you're out here doing it. And that topic is night walks. What do they do? What have I learned about night walks? I used to do it all the time in Texas. We had street lights in Texas, but here in Arizona, we don't have street lights. So you can't really see what kind of woolly boogers or whatever it is that's in the woods that want to come out and mess with you and fool with you is even got going on, you know. Doug, what's good, big dog? Salute, salute. Long time no see, my brother, but it's good to see you anyways, man. But yeah, we out here. I don't know if the light from the house will illuminate enough for you to see the dog, but I'm doing night walks. And I've always considered myself a very transparent, open person. You might be able to see the dog now that we went past the house with lights on it, but yeah. So the sun is about to rise over the horizon, and moving forward with my program, survival, utility dogs, and family pets is all I really care about. I don't care about, I care about protection and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I kind of put my foot in the game. But I realized with the things that I'm interested in, a survival utility dog is probably what I'm looking for. Just a do anything dog. Throw it in the truck, drive out to the mountains, set up a campsite, and know that anything on 2 legs or 4 legs that comes out on me and the dog, we got it. And that's part of the idea of doing a night walk and sharing it with y'all. The ideology behind night walks, or low visibility night walks at that. And it's this: for a low visibility night walk, my senses and the dog's senses have to become in tune. Think about the wolf pack. When a pack of wolves travels together, even though they have cones in their eyes that allow them to see better at night than a human being, they're still trusting on the senses, smell, and ability of the animal at their side as part of the pack to make sure that the whole pack makes it through the night. Because other wolf packs, bear, pumas, and other predators will eat a wolf, especially a lone wolf. But in building that pack, Nimnad 2025 was good. But in building that pack, you want to be able to identify things. Now, me, I try to stay on the beaten path as much as possible at night when I can't see, because we do have 6 varieties of rattlesnakes or rattlesnake type creatures out here in Arizona. So as well as preparing my dog for things, I need to be able to see certain things too. Now, that's under 50 degrees tonight, so I think even if we did get on a snake, it wouldn't be too bad right about now, because he'd be kind of in a docile state. But I do want to just talk about the things that I noticed about the human body and share it with whoever's willing to listen. So we're out walking. Of course, it's not as dark here as it seems. The sun is starting to crest over the horizon. It's 5:52 a.m. in Tucson, Arizona. And so let me tell you first thing is this: say what you want to. I'm genuinely scared of the dark. I'm a person who doesn't like to be in a place where I can't see everything clearly. I'm a person who doesn't like to be in a place of unsurety, but I'm willing to do it. My affronts to the dark do not supersede the benefits of walking at night. Now, let me tell you what walking at night does for me physically, and then I guess I have to do some research and tell you scientifically what it does and see if it aligns. But this is live, this is raw, this is candid. I ain't had no chance to do no research or nothing about it, but this is the first thing I noticed. When I'm walking at night in the dark, the first thing that happens is my vision gets a little bit more nearsighted, right? So I'm assuming that the same thing happens with a dog, just to a lesser degree. I can't see as far with as much detail. That's the first thing. The second thing I notice is lights like that, like the back light. Anywhere where there is light, I can hyper fixate on that area, and everybody can do this. This is not like I'm superhuman. I'm just telling you what I feel during the experience of walking in low light or are pitch black. Anytime I see a light, I can fixate on that light really well and almost make out exactly what type of vehicle it is. You know, there's a vehicle like that right there. Looks like a Nissan. But without even seeing the badge, because shapes are illuminated better at night, right? So if I see a prey animal, I can't tell how big it is, but I should be able to tell the difference between a javelina and a coyote, even in low light, right? And if you can't, the only way to really get better at it is to spend more time in low light situations. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Hola. I appreciate that. Or Hala, I don't know how you pronounce it, but no disrespect either ways. So yeah, so first thing is shapes and colors. In the distance, I can see those pretty good. Now I have 20/20 in my right eye and 20/10 in my left eye for my vision. If you want to, if you want to compare notes on that as well. The second thing is I have H1 hearing. I want to say the military does H1 through H4 hearing. I have H1 hearing, which is pretty much like just like 20/20 eyesight. I can hear pretty good too. There's better or worse classes of H1 hearing, but I'm in the class of I can hear everything in its most likely true sense to the human sense. Now I can't hear what a dog can hear. That don't mean I can hear what a dog can hear or what a cat can hear. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that H1 hearing is what's good, RBG. Yeah, you might be able to see the dog now. Brother Dickie, what's good, big dog? But yeah, so we're out here doing some low light training. That's it. All we doing is, I told y'all that my goal is to make a utility dog. I want to be able to go camping, fishing, and hunting with my dog. And the only way to practice that is before we even add the fish or the animals or the campsite, me and him got to be able to move together at night. Because if I got to get up and go take a poop or go piss in the middle of the desert, I need to know that me and this dog can move together in low light or next to no light. Now, obviously, I do have a headlamp. I didn't feel like wearing it this morning. I wanted to be out here in nature with my dog, training my senses to do the things that I'm trying to do. And my goal is to be able to stay as far away from people as possible and enjoy my weekends with me and my family out in the middle of nowhere, camping, fishing, hunting, eating military MREs, and trying with my kids and see how my kids like them. That's what I'm moving on to. Utility dogs, man. It's I'll still show my dogs, do all that other stuff, but guess what this night walk is gonna do? And I know it because I've already done it with Saki before. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen it on the other channel. These night walks. All right, bro, go eat, man. Appreciate you stopping through it all. Thank you. So these night walks literally help me and the dog get in tune for our real life adventures that I want to go on. And some people could just jump out there with their dog, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. But I believe preparation is the best. Preparation is key in this situation for what I'm trying to accomplish and what I want to do. Extremely important. Extremely important. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate that. For those of y'all who came through, hit that like button. Thank you. But yeah, night walking with the dog. So yeah, hearing, I can hear things in more detail. Sometimes you have to stop in place. I also got my calorie counter going right now too, so I'm trying to make sure I get that. Not trying. I'm making sure I calculate how many calories I burn and what distance we cover at night. It also tells me how many minutes ago we started. But yeah, like I don't know if y'all can hear that stuff, man. You know, I don't have no specialized scientific microphone on there like that. I'm using the iPhone 11, I think, or 12, or I don't know what model I got, man. I don't care about that. But we're crossing the street, and as you can see, the sun is cresting the horizon more as we walk. You can start to make out the silhouette of the dog. Now it's getting easy. This is the easy part now, y'all. This is the easy part. But yeah, so sight and hearing for sure. Also, for some reason, man, I don't know if it's just me. Hold on, the car coming by. For some reason, man, I don't know if it's just me, but also you can feel more when you out here. It's like I said, it's about maybe 49, 50 degrees out. But I can literally, like the air feels, I can feel more. Maybe I'm not as distracted. There's less noise pollution at night. Maybe that's why these things feel like they're more intense. Saki, ready? No. Come here. Sit. Good dog. That's a good dog. Okay. Yes. But yeah, so now over in this area is where I saw about 2 years ago. I saw a big old javelina. I guess it was javelina. I think they have javelina and they have boar here. So I would say it's a javelina just because of the area I saw it in, but it was big enough that it could have been a boar as well. So me talking out loud ain't doing no good for bringing animals in, y'all, just so you're tracking. So if you're ever out in nature and you do get scared, the only animals you really have to worry about is animals that don't care about you talking, or they're out there hungry, or the two-legged variety that want to do something to you anyways, but yeah, as far as like predators and things that like of that nature, they can hear you coming from a mile away, and chances are they don't want to even be involved with human beings at all. So we're out by the main road right now. Over there is the Rincon Mountains. Ahead of me over there, that is the Catalina Mountains. To my south, way down there is Santa Clarita Mountains. And then we're walking toward the Tucsonia Mountains now. So, and this trail is authorized for dogs. It just says all dogs must be kept on leash. So, what's good, Heart and Finish? What's good, big dog? As y'all can see, man, I live close to the airport, so there's always planes and stuff overhead. Another detractor from keeping the real killers out of the neighborhood. We do have pumas here in Tucson. We do have jaguars, coyotes, and javelinas. But I'm armed with the Williams Old Yeller dog, family protector, utility dog, and I feel pretty good. And if he can't do it, I bet you my 380 can. I tell you what. So, we getting it in, y'all. Getting the walk in. I'm excited for the dog shows to start coming back and start getting involved with the dog shows again. Get back on the mission, making sure that I'm building good working dogs that are conformationally sound, stable, and enjoying life, man. Like right over there across that ravine is desert, and I'll probably start by camping over there. It's not far from civilization at all, and just as I do my camps and stuff, extend out, and as I realize what I don't have in my little bug out bag, my little camping bag, extend it as needed. But yeah, man, you do what you do, and I'm gonna do what I do, but I'll share it with you, man. It's all an experience, and it's all fun, man. It's all fun. I got another live in about an hour and a half on the Shogun Unlimited Network. We're, voting on Pup of the Week and getting that back right. This is my second to last weekend of having my time off. And then, not Monday, not this Monday, but that following Monday, we're back with the whole regalian, the three shows, one network, all that good stuff. We're back with it. Some people say they miss it. Some people say they could care less, but we back with it. It's a chance to get out there and talk dogs with other people and get their takes on different things, share ideas and trade concerns. I enjoy it. I really do. I wouldn't get up that early in the morning and do it if I didn't enjoy it. Gotta get these miles in, gotta get these steps in. So we came out just before daybreak, y'all. It is now 6:03, and it's pretty well lit here. Still shadows in the shadowy areas, but overarchingly, you can see everything now. So, good morning. Thank you for watching the sunrise with me. That's a very romantic gesture. Come on, dog. And I appreciate you for doing that. Yeah, still some shadowy places. Ain't fooling with that right now, but we're getting it in. But yeah, so the things about the night walk that I think should stand out. Your vision is decreased. It increases my sense of feel. I can feel things better. Like if a bug landed on me, I feel it faster, I think. And I can hear, I definitely can hear things better than what I could hear when I could see them. Because I'm using my ears to locate it and I'm relying on my other senses. You know, I smell right now. I got a little bit of a sinus infection, so for as far as smell goes, I normally would be able to smell things better too. Certain animals put off certain smells, specifically snakes. Reptiles do have a distinctive smell that at least for turtles and snakes, I've smelled it. With lizards, I don't know so much, but I used to keep them in like 5-gallon buckets and call it keeping pets, you know, with Florida anoles and things of that nature, or little black snakes. And one thing I realized is when they defecate or they pee or whatever, how snakes eliminate, it gives off a smell, and it's a 21 minutes, 54 seconds per mile. It's a distinctive odor. Like when I smell a reptile, like it rained here a couple weeks ago, and I was telling my wife, look, I can smell a snake. Like I'm telling you right now, I smell it. And the only reason I'm even able to verify that is I've had black snakes, we call them chicken snakes where I'm from, in a bucket, and they've gotten wet, and it gives off a odor. It's to me, it almost has like a mint odor. It's not the same as mint, but that's the closest thing I can give you. But I can smell a snake for sure. The javelina, it has a pungent odor, very akin to a skunk. You can smell it. The coyotes, like a dirty, mangy dog smell. You can smell when they've come through recently. Depending on how stagnant the air is, you can smell them from a distance, as long as they're upwind of you. Yeah. So yeah, it definitely forces you to use those senses as well. Oh man, this internet is crazy. But yeah, so sense of smell goes up, sight goes down, hearing goes up, touch goes down. And as far as eating in the dark, I don't do too much eating in the dark outside because I like to see what I'm eating. So I couldn't tell you what it does for that sense. But as far as walking in the dark, that's my assessment of my 5 senses and how they adjust based upon light or dark. Like as I can see more, I'm paying less attention. I don't care as much about hearing what's going on around me because I can see it coming at a distance now. I'd say visibility, clear line of visibility is about 20 to 30 feet. Maybe yards. I'd say yards. 20 to 30 yards, clear line of visibility. So anything coming in from about 20 or 30 yards out, I would see it and could identify what it is very, very quickly. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff I like to personally talk about. And it excites me, man, because 20 or 30 yards is about all I would take a shot at anyways with my 380. So my weapon would be fully functional for its utility of defending me. And if I miss, with the first couple of shots, of course, me and Saki gonna physically engage whatever it is, animal or human being. And if I still need to discharge my weapon after that, then I'll discharge my weapon as I see fit. But definitely getting back to survivalism and the things that matter to me, that are important to me. Got some videos coming. The first video is set to release, I think, November 2nd on this channel, showing y'all what we're doing with the dogs themselves as far as the training goes, getting them ready for this. Basically, prepping with our old yeller dogs. Come on, dog. Prepping with the old yeller dogs for rule without law or anything else. I hope to God it never happens, But if it does, like, I've been taking it too easy, and I haven't been doing what I need to be doing as fast as I need to do it to make sure that my family and I and my dogs are set up for whatever happens. Now, I've been buying up guns like crazy, buying up guns like crazy, but the problem with buying up a bunch of guns is a lot of the modern guns need attachments. I should have got a lever action. I know I should have got a lever action. I'm sorry, guys, I don't have a lever action yet. I was more worried about what I was worried about. If y'all interested in what I do have, that's more of a personal thing. But I do have some firearms. Some of them you might see in the videos because I'll be taking the dogs out to desensitize them to the firearms. Um, yeah, so that's that. We're walking back into high society now. By that, I just mean in the neighborhood. Sun's coming up nice and pretty over there. Yeah, man, we doing all right. So that's my thoughts on the night walks. Other things that I've noticed on night walks or have experienced on night walks. This is not in the Arizona side. This is more of a new thing of me going out at night here in Arizona, just because we lack street lights and stuff, man. And I don't like that. Not knowing. Yeah, thank you. I don't like not knowing. See, look, even the birds are starting to get out this morning. I don't know if y'all can see that on the screen, but I can see them. They're pretty clear. 2 crows. But yeah. So at this point, my neighborhood is waking up. I'll start seeing joggers here in the next little bit of time. Bicycle cyclists coming through, getting ready for the Tour de Tucson. It's next month on the 22nd of November. It's a bike, whatever. I don't know. Like Lance Armstrong does. They bike for like 106, 108 miles around the city, and they do their thing. But yeah. So in Texas, I was able to catch and kill with him, or he was able to catch and kill him. He did all the work. Possums, raccoons, and I was able to even trigger some skunks with him just walking. And that's what I call urban hunting. I'm not out like spotting, stalking. I'm not laying down a feeder. We're just out walking a trail, a human trail like this one, where these animals typically avoid anyways. So whenever we get the opportunity to engage in what the dog can do, I'll allow him to do it. And both times when we engaged, he remained on the 6-foot lead. There was a wall, kind of like the wall behind these houses. And we basically just chased the animal, kept it against the wall until it hit a stoppage. And then he was able to go in and dispatch the animal without going on anybody's yard, without breaking any laws. So that was interesting, because that without trying, the opportunity for the dog to show me what he can do presented itself. And when the opportunity presented itself, from the time we spend together and the things I've seen him do, I was pretty sure he would do it, but I just wasn't sure until I let him do it, And so that's the thing about dogs, man. You can have an idea, man. He can do some things so well and let you down on others, but he came through on the things I need him to come through on, and I was happy about that. Genuinely happy about it. You can see the video of him kind of crunching the possum. It was a small possum. He was only 10 months old when he caught that possum. You can hear him crunching the bones, and you can see that the possum was obviously still living. I pull him off the possum, and the possum's tail is still moving. But he caught it, and he did what he was supposed to do. So as far as small animals coming onto the campsite, I'm not worried about that. I've never seen him on a pig, never seen him on a bear. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. But if the opportunity presents itself, then we will go into battle together And, you know, may the Lord's will be done on us, you know. Yeah, we've only taken small game. I'm proud of the small game we've taken. I've been able to learn how to clean and cut my own animals again. These are things that my grandfather taught me when I was young. I got up, got an age. I wanted to be cool, you know what I'm saying? Do my thing, dress fashionably. Didn't have time to get dirty anymore. So I lost a lot of those life skills. And now as an adult, I'm doing my best to take what I can remember and relearn it or learn it all over again, how to take care of my family without going up to a grocery store, without having electricity and lights and all that good stuff like that, man. So it's definitely skill sets that I wish I had cherished more or paid more attention to, but I didn't. And so with my dog, my grandfather always had dogs, y'all. He always had dogs. Um, Bull Mastiffs, Walkers, Blue Ticks, Beagles, Chow Chows. We always had dogs as kids, and those dogs were always a part. If they did nothing else, they kept strangers out of the yard so we could play and enjoy life like kids are supposed to be able to do. So I believe heavily in a dog that'll eat your ass up if uh, if you mess with the family, you know. And I do my 10 push-ups real quick. I don't mind doing my 10 push-ups when I curse, but I don't believe in being a hyper profane person either. But that's exactly what I mean when I say that. And I stand on that 10 toes down is don't come treading on my yard, man. I hope my dogs take you up out of there if you come on my yard without permission. Now if you need help, come to the front door. Obviously come knock on the front door, you know what I'm saying, bang on the front door, you know, somebody's chasing you, whatever. First of all, if you got a phone, call the police. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, if you need help, man, or the neighbor needs some sugar, come to the front door. But like just messing around my yard on the side yard or trying to jump my fence, man, I hope they do it. I hope they do God's will on your life, man. Because you know, I don't care where you from, there's a wall there for a reason, but there's a wall there for a reason. You know. Salute RBG. Let me do my 10 push-ups for y'all real quick, man, because I owe y'all that. Saki. Sit. Sit, Saki. No. Sit. Good boy. Let me knock out these 10 push-ups. Down. Stay. 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 Move, Saki. He couldn't resist it, y'all. He couldn't resist it. He had to come up there with Daddy, but at least he stayed in the area so I could do my push-ups. And that's good stuff too. Working out with him in nature so that when I'm out camping, I can still do my push-ups. I can still do my ab routine right there in the desert. I got my new gear on too, y'all. Proud of that. Samurai K9. I don't know if y'all can see the back of it. But yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Feels good. Like I said, it's early in the morning. What's your Saki? What's that, Saki? Good boy. It was some birds. What's that, Saki? Speak. 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 Talk. Talk, Saki. What's that, Saki? What's that, son? What's that, son? Good boy. Get him, son. Go get him, son. Go get him, son. Good boy. Good boy, Saki. Where's that at? Where's that at? Where's it at? Where'd it go, Saki? Good boy. Good boy, son. Out, come. Come on. Saki, wait. Good boy. Saki, sit. Good boy. Come on, son, let's go. And yeah, y'all, so just like that, that's what I was talking about, those senses. He can see better now. He definitely is more of a sight hound than a scent hound, but he can use his nose. And I have videos of him using his nose, but he definitely is more of a sight hound, just like his dad. And he likes visual stimulation a lot more than smelling stuff or hearing stuff. Um, and that's another reason why I keep walking him at night to build up his senses as well. He um he did actually hear the birds first, and then he turned and spotted them. So I did like that. Come on, Saki. But I need to be a little bit more acute and attuned because if we're talking about family protection, I need him to hear it coming before he even sees it coming, so he can move in that area and put himself between the kids and my wife and whatever it is coming. Give me time to get to whatever weapon it is I need to get to, especially if we're camping. Especially if we're camping, because I know he can see in here better than I can. You know, so that's a biggie for me, man. That's a biggie. Now I'm moving into an area of my neighborhood where people don't typically keep their dogs on chain or on leash. And there's a lot of loose dogs down here at this park that we're going through. So it's another opportunity for them to engage in lawful combat. I don't go looking for it, but I'm not going to adjust my morning routine. I don't have time for that. I'm not going to adjust my morning routine because you don't know how to keep your dog on a leash. So I'm perfectly okay with if my dog is... Hold on, y'all, it's a rabbit. I lost him. I can't wait for the wintertime to hit fully and kill this green so I can see for long distances. But it's probably down in this ravine by now. But there definitely was a rabbit or a cat or something. I'm pretty sure it was a rabbit. It didn't move like a cat. It was a little more bouncy than a cat would be. But yeah. Good morning, cyclist. But yeah, so that's the ravine again, y'all. If y'all haven't seen it before, I like this old rustic bridge, literally a rusted old bridge. And yeah. Then you got some cable up to kind of keep us off the area where the park patrol don't really go down that often. It does have a walk through here. We're gonna go this way this time, y'all. It's open, so we're going. Like I said, this is Thomas J. National Park, and I want to go out into the desert a little bit. And that's what I really love about Arizona, man. Like, you can turn one corner and be in straight desert. You know what I'm saying? Like, or let me phrase that. You can turn one corner and be somewhere where, like, this is where I come back here to shoot my bow and arrow at. You know, so turn one corner and be out in the middle of nowhere. And all I did was I'm across the ravine now from the neighborhood. And this little bit of distance, there's two packs of coyotes. I guess you call them a pack of coyotes. I don't know what you call a group of coyotes. I'd assume it's called a pack. But there's two packs of coyotes that live here. And there's a couple different flights of javelinas that live here. And I actually have some Ring doorbell cameras that I'm coming through the neighborhoods at night when the food is scarce over here like it is now. And the javelinas will come through the neighborhood at night and do their thing. You can see other people come back here, human footprints. There's definitely a shoe print. But these prints right here, that's a cat. Right there, that's a cat. We're in what's called a wash, y'all. So the ground gets wet, and this I can kind of tell what's in my neighborhood. Okay, hold on, here we go. Wait, Saki. These are coyote prints. Those are coyotes going up that way right there. Yeah. yeah, this is my first steps to camping is doing it in a pretty controlled environment. I'm just far enough away from civilization that animals start to appear, but close enough that I can get help if I need it. You know, I'm by no means a professional hunter or outdoorsman, but you'll never become one if you don't start somewhere. Yeah, you'll never become one if you don't start somewhere and do something. You know, do something. Come on, son. So, yeah, wandering out here. Obviously, there's dirt bike. People come out here with dirt bikes all the time too. So it disturbs the ecosystem. The animals are. I'm talking loud right now on the phone, so it disturbs the ecosystem. So obviously, the animals are not going to be as prone to just walking up. But when I started camping, I'd come back here and build a little campfire, and you'll see campers out here all the time too. Like I mean, actual like campers, like pull behind campers or RVs. But yeah, like people will come out here and they'll camp out. So what I'll do is I'll come back here with my little one-man tent and my dog. Maybe that's burns. I think that might be a burn site right there. Let's go over here and see. This is something I would never do in the summertime, just because of the heat one, but also the snakes. Like I said, it's pretty cold this morning. It's quite cold this morning actually, but wandering around. There's a lot of homeless people that stay out here too, so don't want to disturb them if they're out here sleeping. But this is God's country at this point. I'm far enough away from the neighborhood now, just with that little bit of a turn. I'm far enough away from the neighborhood that we out here. So, come on, dog. I kind of jealous of some of my friends. Some of my friends, they have the mountain. They live closer to the mountains, so when they go out in their backyard, they hit a mountain trail within 2 or 3 miles of their home. But yeah. So we're out back. Come on, dog. And I'm just scouting the area that I live in, y'all. That's it. Just scouting the area that I live in. But this is it. Come on, son. Now I gotta make my way back. I need to get back to the house and take care of the other dogs before I go live. We got our Saturday morning unscripted. And all I'll really be looking for back here, y'all, is tracks and trails. Tracks and trails. Familiarizing him with different scents ahead of time so we're prepared for him. Familiarizing me with the ability to identify them and see them even in less than optimal conditions. I was hoping I could see some javelina tracks back here, but I guess it's too cold and too much human interaction on this trail we're on for them to come through. They're also nocturnal, i.e. they travel and do their thing at night. Split pace. We just 35 seconds per mile. We just hit our second mile, so that's good. And by the time I get back to the house, we'll be at 2.5 miles, which that's typically my bare minimum goal is to get 2.5, 3 miles in per walk. That ensures that if they're pulling, they're working not only a little bit of cardio, because walking a dog ain't a lot of cardio for a dog, but if they're pulling and staying ahead, then it's definitely some anaerobic or muscular training exercise for them, and that's always good too. I got plenty of cardiovascular exercises we can do at the house with the flirt pole, spring pole, and a slat mill. But the walking to me, what it builds is it's almost like if you do bench press versus a push up. If you do your bench press, you get a nice large rounded chest. But if you incorporate the push up in there as well, you'll start to see striations and cuts that you didn't see because it's a slower burning movement. It's more controlled, it's more controlled even than the bench press, and you can do those to a complete muscle failure without having to worry about having a spotter or anything. You just do whatever you want to. That's kind of what walking is like. Even after a full workout, the dog and I can go walk and finish breaking down those muscle fibers that he might be too tired to have broken down just on a slat mill or one of those other exercises that require high energy. This is just consistent energy. What's good, Lil J? What's good? Morning walk. Salute. Yeah, man. The topic today was what does night walks do? Come on, son. What do night walks do? And I was talking about how they raise not only the dog senses, but your senses. And with the things that I'm interested in doing, that's kind of important to me. So I shared it with whoever cared to listen. But yeah, now we're headed back to wrap up and start getting ready for the other live on Shogun Unlimited. And got pup of the week this morning. Some people submitted some dogs. They look good. They're good looking puppies. And we're gonna go ahead and get them their recognition this morning. And I'll probably cover the same topic with my brother on the live and whoever else wants to chime in on it. But yeah, definitely walking at night is important to me, especially being because I haven't done it that much since in Texas. I only walked at night because I didn't want to deal with people. And I realized what it did for our bond, even in the show ring, man. Like, because we had been walking so many miles together at night, during the nighttime, it was just us, you know what I'm saying? It's like nobody else was there. The dogs didn't matter, the people didn't matter, because we had dealt with so many situations: possums, raccoons, people, cars, homeless people, drunks, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Come on, son. We had dealt with all of that. Birds, domestic. You walking past the house, you hear kind of a domestic argument going on. I ain't gonna say it was no domestic violence, but you can kind of hear people getting loud. Shut up, leave me alone, that kind of stuff. And we just walking by, just hearing it on our walk, minding our business. Kind of, I mean, there's a level between minding your business and being aware that something could go wrong. If I see two people with firearms out yelling at each other, I might want to get behind some cover. You know what I'm saying? That's not being nosy. That's just being cognizant of your surroundings. And yeah, man. So in situations like that, when I'm walking at night, I do want to know what's going on around me, man. If I hear something behind the trash can and it sounds bigger than a cat, I am alert and aware that it could be a possible danger. So I can get that thing out and, you know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do. But yeah, man. Come on, dog. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful morning, man. I know we hit our 2 miles so far. Yeah, we're at 2.23 right now. So we good, we chilling. Got a nice casual pace. And we just doing what dogs and men do. Hanging out. Saki, wait. Come. Sit. Good boy. Okay, let's go. And then I ain't really been training like that. I wasn't training at night like that, but we ain't seen no action. So to stimulate his mind, give him a trick or two here and there. But yeah, man, that's about it. Like I told, come on, son. I'm almost willing to bet dollars to donuts that them little spots that he's smelling, there's a female in heat that somebody walk through here. Those anthills are crazy. Crazy. Like, the desert ants here are 3 times the size of the ones that I grew up with in Carolina. And Texas has some big ants too, but they're not as big as these. And even the way they make their mounds in Carolina, it'd be like the ones I saw were kind of gray. The mound was kind of gray colored, and it had maybe one or two entrances. And if you throw a rock, you see a bunch of little small ants spill out. With these ones here, they got, I guess you call them drones or soldier ants, and the big ones come out first to make sure ain't no danger, and then the little small ones come out and start repairing the ant bed. So it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Just watching nature, learning how stuff works, and even better, man. I got to take my kids to a trunk or treat yesterday. Come on, son. Come on, son. I got to take my kids to a trunk or treat yesterday, and they got a bunch of candy. I didn't gotta go knocking on random strangers' houses and worried about it. The trunk or treat was on base, so I'm not gonna say there's not quality people everywhere, but I know the people, and I work side by side, and have bled with these people, and it's a little different. It's a little different when you do trunk or treats like that. That's all I'm saying. Might not like them all, but I respect them. I respect them. And they ain't got no award for that. Trophies. Yeah, man. I like that. I like when Drake say that. That's pretty funny to me. It's pretty good. Come on, Saki. I don't know where I threw my brake stick at this morning, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got no brake stick. So if we would have got on something, we'd have just been on it until I could choke him off of it, or we'd have just been bringing it home with us. It's nice and cool. I'll probably get him on the slap mill when we get to the house, y'all. Because we got time. It's only 6:36. I don't normally start set up for live until about 30 minutes prior. But I got things I can do this morning. I can make my little smoothie for this morning, or something like that prior to the live. And get ready. But, yeah. Depending on how close we are to hitting 3 miles when I get back to the house, I might go ahead and extend and just do the 3rd mile. These two right here love to jump over the fence, or jump and look over the fence like that. They love to jump and look over the fence. Oh, look at the little falcon flying right there. And he's, of course, unbothered by them. That's a falcon right there, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's beautiful in that tree. I'll get y'all as close as I can before he takes back off. But he is gorgeous. He's down a little bit looking for rats and stuff. Okay, yeah, let me zoom in. Stop, Saki. Oh, man. Dang, Saki. He jerked my arm and the falcon flew off to that housetop over there. I forgot I could zoom in with this phone while I'm live. But, yeah, I don't think it was a peregrine falcon. It was brown colored, speckled chest, mostly white, predominantly white, but the chest was speckled with light brown feathers. I would love to have me a falcon and have that on my walks with me as well, perched on my arm. And when I see rabbits, launch that to catch the rabbits and stuff, man. Like that stuff right there, that's the stuff that I really like in life, man. All the other stuff is cool. If you enjoy it, do it. But there would be nothing to be cooler Then going out with my dog, because he can walk off leash. So going out with my dog and my falcon and seeing that rabbit like I did this morning and sending that falcon to go get him. Maybe the falcon hits him and can't fully stop him. So I let the dog go in there and finish it off. Man, come home with a rabbit, quarter him out and give him to the dogs and the falcon, reward them for their hard work. I might even eat a piece of it myself, you know. Freeze it for a couple of days, eat a piece of it myself, man. Right there with the animals. And yeah, man, that to me that's as good as it's gonna get in this life. Everything else is a bunch of whatever, you know. But like that's it. Leave home, come back with food, and you know, doing it as clean and ethical as you can, while still maintaining.
Exercise ring closed.
Well, that was my exercise ring for the day, y'all. Somebody done threw out a Corunda back here. Now, as much as I want that, it looks like it's got some caca on it. Come on, son. And last thing I want to do is with a younger puppy, because Nami's not that old. Last thing I want to do is with a younger puppy is have something like that as a problem in there. You know, bring home some kind of disease, being greedy. Another one of the ant bears I was telling you about. Yeah. Just another one of them ant beds I was telling you about. The whole architecture of the ants is completely different than the ones where I grew up. Which, in the grand scheme of things, who cares, right? But it's those things like that you notice when you're talking about varieties and species of within the same genus. You know, fire ants, carpenter ants, Amazonian ants. We call them cow killers, piss ants. All these different varieties do different things, you know. The little black ants, the carpenter ants, typically don't bite, and if they bite, typically the effect is almost goes unnoticed. What was that? Oh, there's a rabbit. Good boy, Saki. Good boy. So I'm gonna go on this side real quick. There he goes. He went in the backyard. Good boy. Saki. And see, I like that because just like that, he's ready to go do work. Come on, son. Come on, Saki. He saw it, and he's ready to work. Come on, son. Come on, son. And what more can you want? I ain't gonna say what more can you want. That's what all I need my dog to do, man. See the prey, be ready to go get the prey. And I already seen him put his mouth on a small animal before, so I know what he does if he catches it. But that rabbit went into this yard, and he's still on it, you know. He still wants that prey animal. And that's all it is, man. Okay, so that I'm being recorded. I like that. That thing lets you know you're being recorded. Come on, dog. Yeah. Yeah, them cow ants is wild. Yeah. He's still on it, man. But I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot, man. So, we got about 15 minutes left before we're live. Turn this around on me. So, that was our walk. Let me see. 2.74 miles. We're gonna go for the third mile. Come on. Why not hit the third mile? Come on, son. Come on, Saki. Yeah, man. Nature talk, but just so cow ants. Okay, so let me ask you this: what I call a cow ant, it's a bigger ant. They're almost orange instead of red, and their back end instead of just being black, is black and white. Almost looks like it's a zebra stripe, the tiger stripe. When I see an ant, that's what I call a cow ant. They're extremely large. I would almost call them a wingless wasp as opposed to an ant. That's what I'm talking about when I call it a cow killer. And I ain't never been bit by one. They're so big. I ain't never even been worried about being bit by one of those. They're too big to be inconspicuous. So, but yeah, that's the nature of those kind of animals that I've seen. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this last portion of it because we're at 2.74. Why would I not go ahead and hit that? Come on, Saki. Why would I not go ahead and hit that third mile? Yeah, they are. They are hard to stomp out. They're extremely strong, but they move in smaller bunches. They're not the fire ants are probably one of the worst ones. They spread like wildfire. Like you smack their little hill or whatever, and they just spill out. And I've seen them kill lizards and praying mantis and all kind of animals that are 10 times, 100 times their size, just by swarming them. Um, the carpenter ants, like I said, the little black ones, they typically they typically are. I ain't gonna say harmless. They can bite you still. They still have the ability. They still have mandibles just like other ants, but they typically are just trying to stay alive. I used to take them and stick a stick in a pile of them and then stick it in an ant pile or a fire ant pile or vice versa, because ants can smell each other's pheromones and they know they know when it's their own hive or not. Okay, 2.85. I need to go far enough that when I turn around and make it back to the house, that we'll hit it. We'll be at our 3 mile. Good boy. Good outside. Good outside. Let me get that up real quick, y'all. One thing I always advocate is having poop bags on you for that reason. And responsible pet ownership. My sister, she texted me. Everybody wants to play and hang out, man. I don't really want to play and hang out. Um, come walk one of the dogs with me so I can get both dogs walked at the same time. That's what I be wanting to sit, Saki. No, hey, sit. He hears that other dog. He ain't trying to hear me right now. Wait, sit. Good, good, son. I also don't want him running up on me while I'm trying to get this poop up. Wait, son. Your butt is raw. God, dog. Ooh, you'll make a mother lover want to cuss. Whew. Boy, you is rotten. Raton. So, come on, son. But yeah. And am I able to walk my dogs together on my own? Yes. But not at the pace that we're walking at solo. And this is not a leisurely walk or a walk to kind of, come on, dog. This is not one of those walks for them to leisurely walk and do that. It was more of a him and me, not having anybody else, bonding walk, but also at whatever pace I wanted to go at. And when I had both of them, I had to keep them at a workable level because they can't get worked up and fire off on each other, and that's not the goal. The goal is not for them to, you know what I'm saying? Like when he saw that rabbit, she could have saw it too, and if they can't get to that rabbit, chances are they may turn on each other. Just being 100% transparent. I am not. I didn't prepare myself for multiple dogs at one time. in the first generation of my Old Yeller stuff. So definitely some things to work on. He could do it. He can work with other dogs. She she's she wasn't she didn't I didn't raise her to work with other dogs well. That's on me. Um, I take full accountability for that. Uh, and then the puppy, the little puppy Nami, she will be able to work with other dogs too. I'm socializing her now to be able to do that. But yeah, Kazi, right now I'm just working on Kazi. And I don't get it twisted. Like I have videos of them working together, like, but it's not, I would never be comfortable with them two working together. It would always be work for them to work together. Like I would have to be on it and very, very alert for them to work together. I could not leisurely do what we're doing right now with those two both on leash, being able to reach each other. But with Saki and his mom, Bacardi, I could. Bacardi didn't like female dogs, but Bacardi didn't mind any of her pups, even as adults. So we're right at 3 miles, man. We got to cross that 3 mile mark. And then head home and get ready for this live.
Split 3. Split pace. 22 minutes. 18 seconds per mile.
So we just hit 3 miles. And headed back to the house to get ready for the live. Now I call that a win on a Saturday, getting in 3 miles first thing in the morning with the dog. Family still knocked out. They was snoring when I left them upstairs. So I didn't lose any family time, really. The only family time I'm really gonna lose after this is, I think my sister wants me to run her on an errand, and my wife and I both hit the gym. But after we done with that, man, you know, my Saturdays is focused on family and my dogs. That's why I always tell people after my lives on Saturday, man, that's my weekend. You know, I work 6 days a week if you include my lives. So after that live is over with, man, that's my time. You know what I'm saying? Top of the morning, Student for Life, man. Big salute. Man, I can't wait to see your channel, bro. I know it's gonna be the best informational channel of anybody, man. Because you, man, I got a high level of respect for you, bro. And you know I'm gonna be there to support you no matter what. And I wish you nothing but the best, man. Also, I'm pretty sure your anniversary is this month as well, man. Happy belated anniversary, bro. And salute, man. Salute. Doug said that's one of the few major obstacles of the breed. Yeah, it is. It is, man. But I'm gonna show y'all some videos. It's gonna piss a lot of people off in the community because we're working on making our line of dogs pack dogs, just like Huskies, just like any other working group of dogs. Like the ideology that they can't work together is something that I think is great and good for people who want to maintain that heat. But all I need that heat for is rabbits, squirrels, hogs, and coyotes. I don't need it for the other dogs on the yard personally. Every other working group of animal has their. It's significantly more realistic and more reliable to have a yard where the dogs can exercise together. And I'm working on that. Look at him. That's an athletic little dog because he's not even half Saki size, and he's up on that fence. Come on, Saki. Salute, yeah, man. But yeah, that's gonna be another one of the characteristics of the Old Yeller dog that is gonna set it apart from just its ancestor, the American Pit Bull Terrier, and that's that they definitely will be able to work together. And I'm not saying that pit bulls can't work together. I'm just saying, generally speaking, come on, Saki. Generally speaking, the American Pit Bull Terriers as a whole, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter before if they could work together. Their work was done typically solo with most of the progenitors of the breed. And while I respect it, that ain't the direction I'm going in, man. And I love it, Student for Life. I love it, you know. I love it. I'm not nearly as advanced as you or even my brother Big A, man, but, you know, the way forward is you're going to have to do the work. You can't just be out here talking about the work. And it's showing it, man, just like this right here, you know. We got our 3 miles in this morning, live with y'all, you know, doing the work that we talking about. So made it back to the house. And yeah, Saki, wait, sit, no. Good sit, good sit. Saki, down, no. Good down, good down. That's a good boy, son. That's a good boy, son. Yeah. Well, y'all, let me shut this thing down, charge my phone for 15 minutes, and then get out there, get to the doghouse for the live. I appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate the 15 of y'all that liked it. Just thank you. And I'll see y'all in 30 minutes on Shogun Unlimited for Pup of the Week. Peace.